All right. Hello, eighth grade. We are going to give this a go and just see how this works. Not really sure if I'm doing anything right now, but hey, that's online learning. And so for the next month, we're just going to figure this out together and go from there. So let me see if I can switch this over real quick to look at grade link for you guys. Okay. So this should be coming up. You should be able to see your grade link teacher page right now. So I'll be updating this every week, probably about every Friday, just to give you guys a look into what you'll be doing every week for the next month or so, depending on if we only go a month. I'm not sure yet. We'll just wait and see. So as you can see on this, I've given you everything that you need right here for just writing class. Your English class assignments are listed a little bit differently, but we're just going to start with writing for today. So as you can see at the top, each assignment is due on the day listed by midnight, and that means 11:59 p.m. that night, just to make it a little bit easier on all of us and on me. So there's a set deadline. So you can also work ahead on the actively learn assignments if you wish, but do not complete the extra assignments. Like you've got 3 articles this week, as you can see here, and on Wednesday and on Friday. So you only have a big actively learn assignment Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And otherwise you're working on other things on Tuesday and Thursday. Also, for your assignments on Actively Learn, you guys know how to do that. Just log in with your older login that you've been using this entire time. You should be able to do that pretty easily. And if you have any questions, just have your parents or you send me an email if you've forgotten your password and I can reset it. If we've had to reset it before, I think you can just type in password and that should work if you've never actually went into your settings and reset it. But otherwise, you guys should be able to do that. On all of the Actively Learn assignments, all of those are completed as far as I know. On my own end. So if you guys just go in there and work through those like you're accustomed to and do your best work on those. There's a big question at the end of all of them that allows you to write a little bit, and you guys will be able to pretty much do that on your own. But the cool part about what these assignments are is on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you are reading about the coronavirus, because I thought that that would just be appropriate considering where we are with everything right now and why I'm talking to you through a screen. So your first thing is just about how teens like yourself are coping with the virus, like how it's upturned their lives, how things are different, what that's like. And then you'll also be writing about how it's changed your own life on that day. On Wednesday, you'll basically be doing the same thing, and except it's defining some different terms like pandemic, epidemic, and outbreak. And then on Friday, you'll be learning what flattening the curve actually means. You guys may have heard that phrase tossed around, but my rationale or my purpose in all of this is just letting you guys have a better sense of knowing what's going on right now. And I just kind of want to pick your brain and see how it's affecting you as a person and what it's actually doing for your life and how your lives may have been upturned by it. Because I don't know about y'all, but it's been 2 weeks since I've seen any of you, and I don't like that. And I'm sure y'all don't like the fact that you haven't seen each other in about 2 weeks either. There's only so much that one can do within the confines of their own home. But anyway, it's fine. So, so you guys just work on those on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, the other thing that I need to explain, this is probably the most important thing, but we're going to try to run through this best that we can, is if we go here on Monday, March 30th, there's a link, and I'm going to walk you guys through what you need to do here. So if you don't pay attention to anything in this video, this is where you need to pay attention most. So we'll click on this little Google Docs template right here. So we click on that. That will bring you to your daily assignment for every day of this week. So it's called My Coronavirus Chronicle. I know it's cheeky, but this is basically what you're going to be doing for every day. It's weekends excluded, unless you want to. Weekends excluded every day that we are in this online learning mode. I think it'll be cool if you guys will have something to look back on during this time. Maybe you'll be able to read it to some grandkids when they ask, "Hey, granddad, what happened during the pandemic?" Well, you'll have a whole diary or a journal or whatever you want to call it that you can read to them if you would so like to do. I don't know. I'm sentimental. Y'all know that, but it's up to you how you want to do that. So as you can see here, I'm just going to read this through and explain some of this to you guys. So for your chronicle, you'll write a journal entry for every day of online learning, weekends excluded. Although, if you write quality additional entries for those days, the weekends, bonus points or extra credit will be rewarded for effort. You can do with that what you will. On each day, you'll be given a prompt listed on the grade link teacher page for each entry. Now, these entries are a chance for you to express your personal feelings in writing, so use as many personal pronouns as you want. In other words, you can use I, you can use you, all those things that I'd tell you to never use in your writing, forget about it. You can do it here because this is a personal thing. And we haven't really done a whole lot of personal things before, but I thought that this would give you guys a good opportunity to write your own feelings. You know, you guys are probably frustrated. You're stuck at home, you know. You've played every video game you have. You've watched every movie you have. We're only 2 weeks into this, and things are already crazy. So it's really definitely up to you guys how you want to pursue this, just as long as you're following the questions that are given to you. Because if you see in GradeLink, your first question for the Chronicle is, how has the current situation with COVID-19, that's the official name for the coronavirus, changed your life so far? And you're also kind of going to answer that question in the Actively Learn assignment. And you're free to copy and paste the response that you already did in the Actively Learn assignment and just elaborate on it or change it up a little bit. Even if they're the same thing, I don't care. If they meet the requirements that are listed right here, you are free to do that for this first entry. So each entry will be graded according to the following rubric, and these entry grades will then be averaged into a total grade for the week. I'll put your grade on your official document depending on the quality of the work, and you can receive up to the total amount of points for each of these categories. So you need to write at least 2 paragraphs of at least 6 to 8 sentences each. That's worth 20 points. If you vary your sentences, use correct grammar and conventions, that's another 20 points. And by sentence variation, I mean your sentences don't start off all the same way. Like, you don't start off every sentence with I. And they're also, it's not just a simple sentence, simple sentence, simple sentence. You've got some simples and some compounds, maybe some compound complex. You guys know what those things are. Throw those dependent clauses in there that we've been working on trying to integrate into our writing for a while, and you should be fine. You'll also receive 20 points if you just answer the question. 30 points if your content contains entries that are original and personal. So basically, are you actually presenting your own feelings? Are you writing about your own feelings? As long as that comes out and you're really personal about it, I'm not asking you to, like, put your heart and soul on the paper and just, like, leave it right there on your computer screen, but, be personal at least. Like, you don't have to, make me cry or anything, although I, have seen all the good movies I have, so maybe a good cry might be what I need. So if you want to go for that, make my day, go for it. Y'all know how I am. It's fine. So also, did you complete the assignment? If you just do the thing, you get 10 points. So you can't make a 0 as long as you do it. So to get started, you're going to follow these steps, which is also included in this video. So this link will take you to this. Now, you guys shouldn't be able to edit this document. I think I've got it protected against that. But if I somehow mess that up, we will fix that later. So you're just basically going to follow along what I'm going to do here. So first thing is, you're going to select File, and then you will scroll down to Make a Copy. Now, once that happens, this thing will show up, and I've told you to name the file MCC for My Coronavirus Chronicle, and then you would just put your last name. So if I was doing this, I'll just put Marsh, and then you will click, I believe you'll click OK, and that'll open up a new tab just like it did here. It should open up a new tab. And then from here, the other thing you'll need to do is you'll need to delete the first page. So that's this page. So you can just get rid of all of this. And then you should be able to just go up back to the top, and you may have to center this right at the beginning. And then you'll erase the parentheses here, put your name, and then the last thing you have to do, and this is very important because otherwise I won't have access to it and I won't be able to grade it, you will click Share, and then you'll type in my email address, amarsh@gmail.com. Make sure that you click on Can Edit. It should be already pre-selected, but that's just so that I can go in and actually give you guys feedback on everything. And then you will just click Send like so. And that will share it with me. I'll get an email notification, and I'll be able to, check on your work that way, so on and so forth. Now, let me see if there's anything else I need to go over for today. I don't believe so. So that should be it for today. Just for Monday, I'll have videos up. I'll have videos up for every other day this week, just to talk to you a little bit more and see how you're doing with writing class. As I have said in everything else, let me put my face back up here. So as I've said in everything else that you guys have been able to read through the emails to your parents and through all of the other GradeLink teacher pages, if you need anything, you can send me an email. Your parents can send me an email. With the Google Hangout stuff, I will get that set up as soon as possible. I'm still trying to figure out how to connect you guys all into one group so we could, have a discussion or a class possibly sometime this week. It'll just be for English class. I think we're going to plan on doing something Friday, but I'll send some more information out to you as that becomes relevant. But other than that, that should pretty much be everything you need to know for today. I'm actually really excited to see how this is all going to work out. But the biggest thing is that this is really going to test you guys on your own levels of responsibility and how you are going to be able to do all of this work on your own. It's very self-directed. You have set assignments every day, not just for me, but I'm sure for your other classes as well. And you need to stay on top of those, and that's going to require a lot of diligence on your own part. Because we're at home and we want to sit around, or we want to watch movies, or we want to play video games. Mr. Marsh has already played way too much Fortnite, but that's just where we're at. But you've got to remember that you are still technically in school, even if you're not going somewhere. So even if you're not going to the actual building. So with that in mind, you guys just stay focused, stay diligent, stay home, because I don't want anybody getting sick. And hopefully this will all work out. So I've got high hopes. I'm praying for all of us, praying for you guys to make sure that you stay on top of things. And it's an adventure, and that's all I'm going to see it as. So if you guys got any questions, just shoot me an email, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And that'll be that.